If you're a home sewer, you need these pattern weights ASAP, and I'm going to show you how to make them and you'll thank me later. Hello, happy Sunday. How has your week been? Let me know in the comments below. Today, I thought I would show you how to make my infamous snaky weights. Now, if you have watched the Sewing Bee, you'll have seen me use these in many of the challenges. And since the show has aired, especially in new countries recently, I've had a lot of questions about what these are. So I thought I would talk a little bit about how I use them and what you need to make them. So the idea came about when I was making a drag outfit that had so many curvy seams and the pattern pieces were huge. And I was using things that I had lying around. I had some shop bought pattern weights. I also had made some scrap fabric ones, which were great, but nothing was heavy enough to hold the pattern down on the slippery fabric. And I also found it really hard to cut out around the curves of the pattern. So I was thinking, what could I use? And I went to the hardware store, bought loads of metal nuts and put them on some scrap ribbon. And you have snaky weights, and these are super heavy, so they hold the paper down on whatever it is you're cutting out, but because they're flexible you can curve them around the edges of patterns. And allowing you to manipulate the pattern weights means that you can hold more surface area down as you cut out curves, but you can also bunch them up and place them wherever you need them in certain points as well. So they work in many ways and they're so easy to make. So all you're going to need is some cord, rope, or even ribbon, something that is going to be strong enough to hold the weight. So macrame cord does work, but here I've got some industrial rope and you can see it's still super flexible. Then you're going to need some metal nuts, and the reason why I like using metal nuts is because again they've got that weight to hold everything down and they've already got a hole that you can put the rope or ribbon through. And finally some scissors, and that's all you need to make the snaky weights. So you can cut a length of rope to however long you want your snaky weight to be. I found it quite useful actually to have short versions and long versions, so don't worry about making them all the same. And you will tie a knot in one end of your rope, and then it's as easy as threading on the nuts. And what I will say is you don't want to use so many that there's not enough rope to keep the snaky weight flexible. You want to leave maybe about 1 centimetre from the final knot so that they've got room to move around and keep them as flexible as possible. Then once you have all of your nuts on your rope, you can see it's still super flexible, and you can maneuver it around different seams and that will hold your fabric down.